The lights are not coming on your Shark vacuum cleaner's floor tool, and when you tilt it, the brush bar isn't spinning either. It means that power is not getting to the floor tool. There are 3 causes for this, and today I'm going to show you those and also how to go about fixing them. All Shark models differ a little bit. However, the principles are the same with this fault. I'm going to show you on a stick vacuum, and I'm also going to show you on a normal standard upright vacuum cleaner. The first cause could be the wand. Now this is the metal pipe that takes the power from the vacuum cleaner to the floor tool. To rule the wand out, we're simply going to get rid of it for the time being and see if the floor tool works without the wand. To do this on an upright, we're going to lift away the bin, we're going to take away the hose and then the wand, and then we're going to connect the hose handle directly into the floor tool. On a stick vacuum, we're going to do a similar thing. Obviously there's not the hose or the bin to lift away. We're simply going to connect the vacuum cleaner directly to the floor tool, missing out the wand. If you then turn on your vacuum cleaner, the lights may come on, and that's great, and the floor tool may spin when you tilt it. Again, that's great. This means that the wand was the issue. One thing to check with the wand is the connections in the ends. They're quite common for getting dust caught in them, which then creates a barrier between the electrical connection. So hopefully that's an easy fix for you and you find something there. If not, the other main cause is the connections inside themselves. I'll show you on this one. The wires are really common for breaking. This is because the connections move up and down as you release the wand. If you find that the wires on these connections are broke on yours, they really aren't worth trying to repair. They just fail again in no time at all. Go and get yourself a replacement wand. Used ones on eBay start around £10 and go up to about £30. Brand new ones from the Shark website, they start around £20 and go up to £40. Obviously, if you're in the US, the prices may differ. If you found that your floor tool still didn't work when we just did this test, then on to step 2 we go. This is the most common one, which is broken wires in the floor tool. Inside the floor tool, where it tilts backwards and forwards, you've got 2 or 3 wires that connect the power to the circuit board inside. Now, because these are on a hinge, they're quite common for breaking. So then you don't get any lights and no power to the floor tool. Now sadly, I can't show you taking this apart because every model differs and there's hundreds of models worldwide. And the screws are different sizes, they're in different positions, so there's just not one set video I can do for removing the screws. I always say, if you feel that you're technically minded enough to take the floor tool apart without breaking anything, and then perhaps even rewire the broken wire, then that's great. Crack on with it. You may even know someone that's technically minded enough to do something like this. Or go to your local repair shop. Most will say we don't do anything with Sharks, but show them this video and I'll show you that it can be done. The other option, if you have broken wires, is to actually just buy the new floor tool from Shark. They call it a power nozzle. They cost about £70 to £90, brand new. So you could buy that and then just replace it on your Shark. Finally, the third cause for no power going to your floor tool could be the hose if you have a model with a hose. Again, all these differ. Some of them have power switches on, some of them have the slidey switch on, some of them don't have any switches at all. So again, I can't really go into detail on any particular model because there's hundreds of different variations. What I can say is that I repair Sharks every single day, and I cannot remember the last time that the hose actually caused this power loss problem. Probably the most common cause will be is, again, if your connectors have dust in it, or if you've just not clipped the hose in correctly to your vacuum cleaner. If you've recently had it out or something and it's not clipped back in, then power won't be travelling from the vacuum cleaner itself down the hose and down the pipe. So yeah, if yours turns out to be the hose, I really am sorry, I don't mean to mislead you, it's just what I experience every single day. We're talking like 1 in 100 or 200 even, where the problem turns out to be the hose, or a problem with the hose that means you have to buy one. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm really sorry if it turns out to be your hose. The surefire way, of course, of checking any connection is to use a multimeter. If you know anyone that has one, or if you have one, you could get the hose and put the connection on each end and see if there's continuity through the hose. can tell I'm really worried about the hose situation, can't you? Honestly, the most common cause is going to be the first two things that we discussed. As always, I hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe and like the video. It does help to keep me popular, which means I can help more people. This next video is something you may like. When you get your floor tool up and running again, you can learn how to clean it.